Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to episode 23 of Rogerman Racing. You join me on a Friday evening. The sun is still out there somewhere. It's quite warm. This episode is just a quick recap of the week's events. As you know, if you watched the previous episode, I didn't think I had a shell for Saturday, and I panicked a bit and thought I'd have to go to Brentwood on Thursday to get one. And then I found out I did, but I'll show you what that is in a minute. So it's only going to be a quick video. We're going to have a quick chat about the shells we've got. Jim's finished his 1300, so you can have a look at that with these weird and wonderful paint jobs and everything else. You will notice I've got specs on. I'm getting old and I'm struggling to see a little bit when I'm watching my phone or racing, so I've got to wear these a bit more often. But sit back, relax, grab a cold drink because we're not going to be chatting for very long. And we'll go from there. See you in a bit. Right then, we are joined by the weird and wonderful Jim. Here he is.
Hello.
So we'll start by showing you his 1300. That he's quite proud of, I think, actually. Although I don't think it's come out quite as well as he was hoping.
Nah.
Go on, Jim.
Here we are.
There we go.
Come a bit closer.
So that's his 1300. That's his brand new shell that I've had in the garage for a little while. So as you can see, it's got some nice cushy numbers on there. If you look on the roof, yes,
Hashtag.
Rogerman Racing sticker.
Hint, nudge,
It's
nudge.
in.
Hint, nudge, nudge.
It's sitting a lot better than his old one, which was sort of my fault. All I've got to do with that tomorrow, put the car down something. I've just got to stick the ESC down a bit double-sided, and that will be good to go. So that's that one. The missus, I think I showed you guys, Ford Anglia. This shell, I think she raced about 2 years ago. It's been sitting in the parlour a little while.
I think it was about that, wasn't
Probably a little bit tender, but it will do. Now, some of you may wonder, there's obviously the front post, why there's two holes there as well. The reason for that was this shell, or this car, used to run on older system posts like what Jim's got on his 1300 at the front, so these here, but they were thicker. They were good, but the biggest problem was they like to snap, especially when I was on Jim's car and he decided I'm going to go for a crash. So the new style now that I've adopted, I didn't like them to begin with, but they are now very much like the rear posts. So you've got a big chunky bit of plastic there with a nut. I don't know if you'll be able to see it there, but you've got a nut and bolt that holds it in place, and then this part there for the holes for the post. So you can put the clips on to keep it in place. So I've had to make a couple of new holes just so she can use it. So hopefully this will do most of the meeting, but it has been painted a couple of years at least. I think it was 2024 she raced it.
5.
No, it weren't last year. No. That's how I know it weren't last year.
What?
It might have even been, yeah, 2024 because of that sticker.
Yeah.
Now, the elephant in the room, Dippy here. So as you know, from the last episode, I panicked a bit and thought, oh, I don't have shell. But I did have shell, because it turns out the one that I thought I could use, that I then found out I couldn't use, I could use. So, there it is. It's a Volvo Amazon estate, and the reason I can use it is because Amazon starts with the letter
A.
Yes. So it's one of the few. So there's an A40, Austin A40 you can use, Austin A55, the Ford Anglia, the Nissan Almera, the Austin Allegro, and the Volvo Amazon. So this helps me in my quest to continue racing estate cars for the entire year.
Weird,
so that's
wonderful thing.
yeah, weird one, and I've heard, not used one before, but I have heard they're a bit poo. It was pretty easy to cut out. It was, but I don't care. But I actually quite like the way that's come out. I've even got this famous sticker on there. Look at that. Shout out Scott Waite, Nobby, well done. So that's the plan. We've also found out since that the 1300s are running their Essex Championship on Saturday. Now they do an adult one and a junior one. So Jim will be vying for the Essex Championship in the junior class. Hopefully the car behaves itself and you'll get a good result.
Hopefully.
Because you can't crash this one. It's not allowed. Well, nudge and spin, isn't it? Really. So I will, at the very least, I will film the final for that. And hopefully I can get you to film some of the bangers if we're all in, because I can't do both.
Well,
I could actually. I'll get me tripod. If I remember my tripod, I'll be able to film me racing for a change, and you can all laugh at me as the shell explodes into 1,000 tiny little pieces.
oh yeah.
I'm not expecting much out of it, but then I haven't expected a lot out of any of my shells lately, and they just seem to keep going, don't they?
Yeah.
So we'll see. Other than that, I think we're about there. So I will be filming tomorrow. I'm going to try and do a bit of the bangers and the 1300s. I might film a heat of the alleys just to put them on the channel, but I think it's 8 or 9. It's not loads going.
It's like that.
And as a little added bonus, I've been having a chat with Keith from Camtech today about promoting the hobby or sport, depending on your affiliation with it. We are going to be going down there towards the end of this month to have a little poke about, have a little wander around, and just see what's in his little shop. It's not huge.
It's not small either.
It's apparently a shed. I've never been there, so I don't know. But we're going to go and have a little poke around and just show you guys where it is, and 2, what's in there. Because there's a lot.
Nice stuff in there.
When you think he's got multiple shells, if you go on the Camtech website, which is www.camtech.co.uk, that shows you that everything that's on that website that says in stock he's got. So it's probably like a humongous mess, but it's worth showing you guys, what he works to and how many orders they put through the door. So that's something to look forward to for the end of the month. That'll be a standalone video. But other than that, if you're going to Brentwood tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. Is it that boring that you had to yawn? But yeah, we will see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you soon. Catch you later, guys.
Ciao.
And don't forget, like, subscribe, notification bell thingy.
Ding, yeah.
That
Do
the
bell,
ding ding.
dingy,
I
ding.
don't know.
Ding, ding.
I just about know how to put these things together and put them on YouTube. So
I know that.
I've not got a clue. But we'll see you soon, guys.
Holla.